Hi, it's Nalini, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about mental and emotional maintenance, otherwise known as doing the work, right? Um, there are a lot of lovely meditations and techniques and transmissions and things out there. I do some of them that make us feel good in the moment. They're palliative if not taken to a deeper place. What do I mean by that? Well, doing the deep work, which is actually the subject of this, has to do with paying attention. It has to do with living consciously, making conscious the unconscious, making conscious what we put into our minds all the time. So say we just have the TV on in the other room, which I honestly don't know why anyone does that anymore. All of that stuff on the airwaves is coming through your house, reverberating through the house, reverberating into your mind. Your mind is taking it in. Your brain is taking it in, whether you realize it or not. And all this stuff is kind of cluttering up your airwaves, kind of cluttering up your bandwidth. And we don't realize that that's so. We're so conditioned to just living, right? Another way might be that we listen to a lot of negativity around us, listen to the way that people are really amped up right now. And they're working through what they need to work through, but we don't have to let that affect us. We don't have to let that really permeate our fields. In order not to do that, though, we need to pay attention and either absent ourselves or set some good boundaries or make choices that are a little bit different to minimize that kind of mental clutter. And the same thing happens with emotional clutter. Humans tend to be addicted to drama, and we didn't come in that way, but it happens quickly. That is an addiction everyone needs to lose. Love is not drama. Life is not drama. Some of the stories are good, but this is really no way to live. So it's starting to, again, watch how things trigger us, what our reactivity is to any given person, place, thing, situation, circumstance, etc. And start to really look deeper. Well, what triggered that? Why am I reacting that way? And release it. Release the thoughts first, because thoughts always come from a feeling. And then choose to release the feelings. And if it were that easy, everyone would be enlightened. But those are the first steps. To really go deeper into that and to let yourself sort of move through the feeling states as they leave your bodies. And then you might see, oh, there's a belief system. And where you picked it up really isn't as important as you recognizing it's there. A lot of people, ooh, this is from this past life, and this is from that, and this is from this, and this is in utero. And I used to do that too. At the moment, it's kind of a waste of time. Now, sometimes we need to do that so that our minds will let go. Otherwise, what we really need to do is feel into the feelings, let them resonate through us. That's the hard part sometimes, right? Acknowledge that it's there. Oh, I don't want to be feeling that. Well, who does? Acknowledge that it's there, let it move through and release. And it can happen so quickly. 1 million, edit please. 1 minute you're feeling angst and upset, and the next moment you're feeling joy and peace. And it moves that quickly. And we're taught not to believe that. Oh, wait a minute, I better go look for that gnarly place because, I better go look for that upset because it might still be there. It just left. Let it go. So mental and emotional maintenance, otherwise known in some traditions as mindfulness, otherwise known as practicing presence, is something that is vital to raising our vibration and our awareness. Now, I have a course on my courses page, Holistic Hygiene. It's free of charge. It starts with how to have that level of energetic cleanliness, and then the course after that, Foundations, talks about meditation, stilling the mind, practicing presence. And we do call it mindfulness, even though that might be a contradiction in terms, but it's actually watching what is the input into your mind, what are the inputs into your emotions, and what you are responsible for is your reactivity to those things. Not whether you caused them or not, and if you did, maybe clean up your act. And if you're not sure, process your reactivity. Let the reactivity go. Your life will be smoother and easier. Trust me. Namaste.